What's up, my people? Welcome to Vertical Football. Welcome to another episode of Five Things We Learned. I'm your host, Shegun. Sporting the Portugal 1, Arsenal 5. Amazing game, dominant game from Arsenal. So, guys, let's jump right into it. The 5 things we learned. First of all, I think we have to all agree that it was a dominant performance from Arsenal. Yeah, there were little moments that Sporting Lisbon showed, but ultimately it was a very dominant game from Arsenal. Really dominant. And I think one of the major things you could see in that game is really Odegaard is really the heart of that club. Odegaard in that Arsenal side, even as we saw in the weekend against Nottingham Forest, that Odegaard in that side is a different side entirely. So it's really the heart of the club. So a dominant performance from Arsenal. The second thing we saw in that game was, especially in the first half, Arsenal's decision to want to play behind the defensive line of Sporting Lisbon. I think it brought about, they tried it many times, and I think it brought about 2 goals for Arsenal. That decision to want to play behind the defensive line of Sporting Lisbon, I think it was really good decision. I think give them 2 goals. I think also the third thing we also want to talk about is, the right hand side of Arsenal is really strong. I think the likes of Timber, the likes of Saka, especially Saka. Saka is just amazing. Just amazing, really. I think that guy, a lot of people are sleeping on Saka, but we have to say, I think that guy is one of the most consistent players in the Premier League. Really consistent. Even though I've said it many times on the podcast that I think Arsenal are relying so much on him, and even in today's game, especially in the first half, I felt that everything tangible was going to the right hand side of Arsenal. But that guy is amazing. The presence of Odegaard makes that guy play much better. So Saka is just an amazing player, and I think really it's really good to see. I think the fourth thing I want to say is in the aspect, first of all, of the defensive line of Sporting Lisbon. I've said it many times here. I think during the African Cup of Nations, that Diomande doesn't really impress me. I've said it. That was even especially, I watched some of their Ivory Coast game in the Nations Cup, especially the game against Nigeria, and I felt this guy, a lot of talk about Diomande, but it's a defender that doesn't really excite me. And I think today also showed that a early yellow card caused the penalty, reckless tackle on Odegaard, and even many decisions, even Ignacio. I know Ignacio scored, but a lot of decisions on the ball. I was not really pleased, really. And I know a lot of talk about these 2 players. A lot of fans who may want to make you believe that they are the next good thing to come out, but really, I've not really seen what those guys are playing, and I don't think those guys are the top yet. And I think it comes to answer the reason why a player like Ignacio has been on Sporting Lisbon for a number of years. I don't think he's at that level. The other part of the fourth point really is at the other end of the pitch for Sporting Lisbon. I felt Gyökeres was isolated, but also if you look at the game against Man City, he was also isolated. But I think there's a big difference in the sense of against Manchester City, he was marked by, I think there's this academy boy that marked him. I'm trying to recollect the name right now, but today he was marked by men. Gyökeres was marked by men, and I think you even see that the moment Gabriel left the pitch, the moment Gabriel, I think, was rested, and you could see Gyökeres was now coming alive. So I want to say Gabriel did an amazing job keeping Gyökeres quiet, and I think it was really good to see. Yes, I know we cannot really judge off of that performance because he was isolated. Maybe if he had the chance, sometimes when he had the ball, instead of going down the line or trying to muzzle it with one-on-one with Gabriel, maybe he could have passed other players. You can't really judge, but I think today Gyökeres was marked by men, and it was really good to see. I think a lot of rave about the guy, that the guy is the next big thing, the most informed striker in the world currently, but you have to just see how he does really against one of the best defenders in the Premier League in Gabriel. I think lastly, I want to say dominant performance. As I said earlier, dominant performance from Arsenal. Arsenal beginning to show us what we know Arsenal to show us. I think it also offered a lot of opportunities for Arteta to rest, to give the likes of Nwaneri chance, give the likes of Merino and other guys chances. Trossard came in, scored. So I think it was really, really good to see that Odegaard is back. Saka is on form. Everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling fine. I think it was really good to see. And the other aspect of the other club, Sporting Lisbon, I think we can also say that a section of the fans in Manchester are looking at that game and saying, "Oh, maybe they actually got a good manager." Because few weeks ago they won 4-1 against Manchester City, even though everybody seems to be getting a point against Manchester City at the moment. But and today that same team that had that drive, that passion, that ambition, there was no drive, no passion, no ambition. Yes, there were a little bit of signs of being a technical team, being a possession-based team, but the passes were not penetrative enough. But they lost 5-1 today against Arsenal. So I think really, really dominant performance, and Arsenal fans can be happy that they won this game. I think, speaking quickly about the other matches in the Champions League, specifically Manchester City, what is going on? 3 goals lead, and in just 15 minutes, 3-3 against Feyenoord. I think really something is going on at Manchester City. And I think for those of you that are watching us, we did the analysis. The video titled, Era Comes to an End. You can see it at the end of the video, the prompt. Just watch it. We did an in-depth analysis on what we think Manchester City is going through and this patch. So guys, thank you very much for sticking with us. I remain my humble self, Shegun, and as usual, this is Vertical Football Podcast, giving you the 5 things we learned after every match. Sporting Lisbon 1, Arsenal 5. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We are there. Just follow us and we keep on the conversation as we go on. Thank you and bye.